That was too big. You okay? Grab my on my tail and I push you to the shore. And I'm a whitewater kayaker. I really enjoyed coming back to the Salween because I was here in 2015, but I was here for such a short time. And this year was really cool that we were driving all the way up to almost the border with Tibet. And it was really cool to see more of the landscape and the river, and there's a lot of rapids in between, and a lot of us were saying that it would be amazing to start on the top, do like a trip however long it takes and go all the way down to Tiger Jump. It would be really cool to see the whole river and to as well just follow the landscape down and sleep in those little villages. Once we arrived with the bus at the rapid Tiger Jump, I was super excited because from the side it looks really big. I couldn't wait to get onto the water. It was quite hot, so it was really good. We got changed fast and looked for a place where we could put our boats down in the river. I'll be so separate. So we lowered the boats and got on the water and did the run. Tiger Jump, it's a pretty unique rapid. There are four really big ones close to each other, and they're quite different. Like the top one is really extreme. I think we underestimated a little bit because we drove with the bus past the rapid and we only scouted from really high, and when you look from really high the rapid always looks really small, but then when you're actually coming closer to it it's a lot bigger. So we scouted it and from top, and we were like, oh yeah, it's not too bad. And so we saw a line. I guess it was quite a lot bigger than a lot of people expected it, so we went down, and I guess a lot of people got lost in the first big wave, so everybody just was a little bit everywhere, and I guess we just made a little mistake of not looking at the river more to see where the lines were. And I remember as well, Tom, he told me at the bottom to go left, but in the end I went to the left at the bottom, but then I got stuck in the hole because it was a lot better to stay right. So I guess it's we all just didn't know exactly where to go, and that's why Phoenicia as well and Sarah, they ended up in a big stopper. With the cold weather it's really hard to breathe, and if you go upside down a couple times it's sometimes better to swim. Phoenicia, I think she rolled a couple times, and then she decided to swim. It was too big. You okay? Grab my on my tail and then push it short. After a while, at the end of the rapid, and straight away I knew, like, if somebody swims there you have to like go to them straight away because it's so cold, the water, and we don't know what's underneath the water as well. It can be really dangerous. You okay? You have to really be able to trust each other on the river. You want to be with a team you really trust. Like, you know, if something happens, they're gonna almost risk their life to save you. And that's kind of like, you have that connection because you know you're really gonna do everything for each other to it works. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I think we should give them a hint. I guess it's quite a unique way. You don't have this in all the sports, and that's as well. A lot of people in competition. A lot of people they're not so friendly to or like friends with the competitors, especially with different countries and stuff. But in kayaking, especially in the extreme stuff, you need to trust each other as well, and that's why we all really good friends, even though we're racing against each other. You really hope everybody is doing well. And the most dangerous part of kayaking it's when the water goes underneath rocks, because the water goes through it, but it's like a strainer, and it's like when you put pasta in the strainer, the water goes through it, but the pasta stays stuck in it. So we kind of the water goes through the rocks, but we get stuck in the rocks. And if it's bad, it's underwater, so then you cannot breathe, and it's the most dangerous part of kayaking.
Back on my boat one, and then I flip again. And I didn't see anything. It was so big. And
so
when I was underwater, I hit rock with my head, and I swim, and then I can't breathe, and it was
How does that feel? Is it terrible?
Yeah, quite.
But fortunately you have the teammate.
But
Yeah.
It was really big, and when you see a rapid underwater very high, you say, okay, it's okay, we can do this and this, but underwater is completely different.
Really different. It's impossible
And
to. Yeah.
it was very, very big. Maybe 3 times or 4 times
Bigger than we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take some rest. The bus is waiting over there.
I think this is the craziest thing I've ever done.
Really?
For sure.
Oh.
The cold water is really dangerous as well if you swim, and big stoppers when they have a really big backwash, when they keep recircling, it will just bring you back in the same place, and after a while it's just too tiring to do anything, and somebody has to save you from that. The important part is to really make your decision before to like eliminate the risk.
No, it's not good. Look this line. Middle.
I was really confident about where I wanted to go, and I wasn't scared of the risk because I was confident I would be able to do it. So I was very relaxed, and you just look where you want to go, because it's a lot different in your kayak than looking from the bank. So you just try to find your landmarks and go down it. And here the water is really cool because it's just big waves. So it is, even if you're not scared, it's still really impressive because it's like big walls of water coming like at you. And yeah, it's just really almost unpredictable what's gonna happen. So it's really, really cool. And I guess just going down those waves, it's like a roller coaster. It's like a theme park. It's really fun.
You look like a kid that never want to leave the playground. Again and again. Wow.
Looking back, I have done really crazy stuff. Like my biggest waterfall is 24 meters, and I've kayaked between crocodiles and hippos. And thinking about that, it's crazy. Like I don't understand I did it. But at the time, I felt really confident, and I really believed I could do this. And for me, it's just really important to make your own decision and really do it for the fun, for yourself and for nobody else.
I think so. I think it's just...
What's the name?
Very good. Good. You can say it's good.
And when we arrive to the big rapid, I go first and I stop just after the biggest part on the right.
Yeah.
And after...
It's really, really cool meeting all the different people from the different countries. We had a lot of time in the bus driving from one place to another. But it's a really good way to as well see the country. Like we went from quite different places each day. I think most of us, we really like those little villages because it's something different, and it's really cool to see, and the people there are friendly, and the kids as well, they're always happy as well.
One more time! Say yay! Ni hao. Ni hao. Ciao.
Ciao, Link.
now it works. Who wants to try it? You try it again? No. No. Try it. No? You sure? It's really cool to see how they live and yeah, just the easy lifestyle as well from them, just living in the mountains with not too much around them, and it's pretty cool.